technology lesson. Okay, so we are going to be studying a topic using a lot of different technology. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. But before we get started, we're going to talk a little bit about technology and some of the things that we need to know about technology before we actually start using it. So, I have a question. What is a citizen? If I say the word citizen, sorry, what does that mean? Okay, so he said someone who lives a particular place, maybe like a country or a state. What is it, Easton?
So let's say Ewan. If you've been living in Ewan for a while, you're a citizen.
Citizen of Ewan, correct. If you are a good citizen, what are some things that you do if you're a good citizen? What's something you do if you're a good citizen? So you're a good citizen of Ewan. What are you going to do in the city of Ewan? Okay, so you're going to protect, okay.
You're going to help others.
All right, help others, be helpful, good, I like that.
You're going to, like make up laws for people, like.
All right, so maybe keep everything organized and running correctly, not just chaotic and crazy, I like that.
Keeping people safe.
Okay.
People safe and helping.
I like that. Okay, so if we are a good citizen, we want to follow the rules. We want to relate well to other people. We want to get together with people. We want to be able to talk to them, get along. And we also are kind of, being aware of things that are going on. So think about that when we're on our digital devices, the internet. We need to be a digital citizen. And if we're going to be a digital citizen, that's basically the same thing as being a good citizen in the town of Hewitt. We need to follow those same rules. We need to follow those same rules that we're following as being good citizens, because if we don't follow good rules and be good citizens, what can happen to us?
We can end up in jail.
Yeah, we could get in big trouble. Yeah.
So,
the same thing could happen if we're not good citizens on the internet. If we do things we're not supposed to do on the internet, or we, don't take care of ourselves and protect ourselves on the internet, we could be in trouble just like we would be if we were in the world being a bad citizen. So we have to have good behavior when we're online. We have to relate well to other people. We shouldn't be mean and ugly to people online. And we have to be aware that there's a lot of danger on the internet, that not everything on the internet is good and safe for us. We have to be aware and try to avoid those things. So one of the big things we need to do is know how to behave on the internet. So if we're ever using technology, we don't use a lot of it at school where we have to communicate with people and all, but if we were ever to do that, we need to make sure that we're respectful and kind to people that we're working with. So you did virtual school Winfield, like you are on Zoom or something. So that would be like that. You have to be respectful of others. We have to remember to keep ourselves private on the internet. We don't want anybody to find out our passwords, and we don't want anybody to know all of our information. We have to keep our information that is private, but not putting it out there on the internet for everybody to see, because we don't want our passwords to be on the internet, do we? Giving them to just anybody, that would be bad. And then we have to make sure that we watch out for scams. The internet is full of viruses and scams where people can send us maybe bad links, or they can send us bad things where if we click on them it gives our computer a virus, or it takes us to a bad place. So we have to be careful not to just click on anything. We need to make sure that we are using true and safe information, because we don't want to give ourselves trouble by opening ourselves to giving away our information or putting devices that are bad on our computer. So we have to be safe. So today when we get started and we're working on our technology, remember that we need to be good citizens on the computer just like we do in town, and we need to remember that we are using technology in a safe way and in a way that is going to be safe for us, safe for our information, and very good behavior. Now today we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to do some PowerPoint stuff. We're going to play a Kahoot. We're going to build a how-to video, which I'll go with you in a minute. You're going to build a video on some stuff that we're going to talk about. So we're going to do a lot of different things. So we're going to get started with kind of an introduction activity. So here's a question for you. Casey, can you see? What do these pictures represent? So I'm going to show you 5 pictures, and I want you to be thinking in your mind, and then once we've seen all 5 pictures, I will ask what we think, okay? So these are all related to one topic, okay? So here's question 1, so just be thinking, no comments. You're building a thought in your head. You see, Casey? Okay. Picture number 2. Picture number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Now, who can tell me what all these pictures represent?
This.
Alright, so what is that word? Starts with an M. You're on the right track. Alright, mammals, that's part of it. Mammoths. Mammoths are what we did see.
What are they called?
Point to the word. Yes, correct. Migration. So all of these are about migration. So that was the big word that I was looking for. Migration. We talked about the mammoths, or the buffaloes too. We talked about the different things. So these are all about migration.
I was thinking of the Aztecs.
The Aztecs, that was part of it at the end. So today we're going to work on some vocabulary. So the first one is our migration. We just talked about that. Remember, that is our movement from one place to another. We're going from here to there. We're also going to talk about the Anasazi. We know a little bit about them already. We're going to talk about the Inuits. We're going to talk about the mound builders, the buffalo and the mammoths, and we're also going to talk about hunting.
Can you go back to that first picture you showed us?
Oh, what?
It's like a design or something.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe there is. I'll have to look that up. Alright, so what we're going to start with, our main focus today is going to be to look at those 3 main groups. The mound builders, the Anasazi, and the Inuits. Okay? So we're going to start with making this little paper. And I want you to take your pencil and I want you to write me down everything that you know about migration. And we're going to do this by ourselves. So we're not going to be talking, that way I can see what you know. So write down, I left you all a pencil on the table. Did you get one, son?
So like what it means?